Now on to the next game. There were a lot of things to talk about here. This was certainly the more entertaining game, obviously, because there was two healthy-ish quarterbacks playing in this game. We'll start with the the winners of this game. Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs. Let's start with Patrick Mahomes, actually. Patrick Mahomes, we know the story. We've heard it. The ankle, it's bummed. It's hurt. It's going to be tough. Kid comes out. He plays a pretty good game on a bum ankle. Over 320 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He makes a couple Patrick Mahomes-esque plays where he's flipping the ball and he's doing the thing. And then we obviously have the run at the end of the game where he really didn't run the whole game because he really couldn't. And then he gets that first down to kind of extend the drive. He gets pushed out of bounds, 15-yard penalty, and sets him up for the game-winning kick. Also, Pacheco doing a nice job as well on the ground, mixing it up with the run and the pass. He's a really nice player. And Travis Kelce, he's Travis Kelce, one of the best tight ends of all time. 7 grabs, 78 yards, a touchdown. And the defense played really, really well. Chris Jones, man. Chris Jones did a phenomenal job. I think he had 2 sacks in this game. Frank Clark had 1.5 sacks. That Chiefs defensive line is really underrated. So their defense has really stepped it up this year from years past where it's been primarily offense. Can the defense stop anybody? They've done a nice job. Steve Spagnuolo done a nice job there with the defense. So they played a very solid game all around. Now, on to the Bengals. The Bengals, I was very torn between this game because of my predictions. If you go back and take a look at my predictions, a lot of them were wrong. But 2 things I have gotten right was the Chiefs getting back to the Super Bowl and Patrick Mahomes winning the MVP. Now, we don't know if Mahomes is going to win the MVP. I think he will, but we'll see. But I did get 2 of those things right. So the Chiefs are back in it. But part of me was torn. I really wanted to see the Chiefs win because I want to see Mahomes get another Super Bowl or get back to a Super Bowl. But I also wanted to see the Bengals get back after losing last year and being such a young team and having a chance to go to back-to-back Super Bowls and have a chance to redeem themselves. Joe Burrow, man, I'm a fan of Joe Burrow. I really am. I think he is a top 10 quarterback, no doubt. He just has it. He can make perfect throws. He's extremely accurate, and I love his demeanor, his big game demeanor. He just has it, if you know what I mean. He just has it. But I got to be honest, Joe Burrow in this game, he really struggled. Now, I will be honest, the offensive line was bad. He got sacked a lot. I think in the first quarter he was sacked 3 times. I mean, it reminded me of 2 years ago when their offensive line was horrible, and he was out with ACL injury. And the offensive line certainly did him no favors. Yes, there were some injuries on that offensive line, but they did not help. And Bro threw 2 picks. And one of them, it was a really bizarre read where he just kind of threw the ball up to, I believe it was to T. Higgins. And it just didn't really matter. I don't know if he didn't see the guy there, but it was a bad throw and it was intercepted. He didn't have a ton on the ground either. Joe Mixon and Perrine had 22 yards rushing. Joe Mixon, 19 yards. Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. T. Higgins had a pretty solid game. Jamar Chase, 6 grabs, 75 yards. The defense was good enough to stop Mahomes and to only keep them to 23 points, I think, is a win. But I got to give credit to the Chiefs defense. They really wreaked havoc on Joe Burrow and that offensive line. And that's what they had to do to win this football game, to stop them down. Because they've got weapons, and they were able to do that. And Joe Burrow did not have his best game yesterday. And that is unfortunate, especially in the AFC Championship game. So I think it was a mix of Joe Burrow not playing his best football and that Chiefs defense really stepping up to the plate and doing a phenomenal job. And Patrick Mahomes making the crucial play, even though he wasn't 100% healthy, making the crucial play when he needed to make it.